Welcome to our YouTube channel here with Magnetic Magnificent Events. And today we are actually featuring one of our partners. I'm super excited to showcase. I love when we get to work with our fellow entrepreneurs. And I am excited to work with somebody who's also in the industry. So it makes it even better and to really showcase here. As you know, if you follow our channel, we talk about how to plan your events, how to prepare for your wedding, venue reviews, anything events, weddings related. That's what you can find on our Magnetic Magnificent Events channel. And today we are interviewing with Kelsey of Simplified Gifting. And I am excited to hear about her products and obviously to let you guys know how you can get access to them. So Kelsey, can you tell us a little bit about what Simplified Gifting is?
Yeah, great to be here. Always fun to chat with you and see what's going on in your magnificent world. So Simplified Gifting is a subscription box service designed for busy people who just want a simple and thoughtful solution to give gifts without any of the stress. So each month has a different theme, and then the box is curated with gifts, wrapping supplies, and a greeting card. So the only thinking you really have to do is who you have to give it to. So each month kind of has its own theme based on what's happening that month or kind of the season or holidays going on. And then I also have one-off gifts and then some other mini-series, which I have a wedding mini-series, which could be anything from like boxes that said like a she said yes, like celebratory box for like engagement, to asking your bridal party to be part of their bridal party, to if you have like a bridal shower gift, to thank you gifts if you want to dip it to like vendors or family on the day of, a honeymoon related box, and like a newlyweds themed box. So it's kind of fun to create that mini subscription, just like working in the industry and having that experience, just kind of create a way that simplifies the gifting portion of things, because it can just be so much work of like, where am I going to get it, and now to deal with shipping and wrapping, and now I need a card, and how am I going to do all of this? So I just take that stress from you to simplify all of your gifting, where you get all the credit without any of the work.
I absolutely love that. As a busy person, I always have great intentions of gifting or at least sending a card, and then I'm pretty much like always late. Trying to get better at that, and this could be a very productive way for somebody like myself to be able to still spread the love and joy that I want to, but obviously don't have the time to. And I'm sure there's others watching. They could probably benefit from that resource as well. So tell me, I love the concept. I love the idea. I know you were doing different things and you background as a planner as well, and you had other things going on in the industry. So what inspired you to do Simplified Gifting, and what are you passionate about when it comes to this?
So yeah, pre-COVID times, I did weddings, planner, all that. And then I would do like kind of like corporate gifts for groups. So kind of like if there was a conference going on, or even I did party favors, welcome bags for groups staying in hotels, all of those. So like swag bags, if you needed customized or branded anything, I could make it happen for you within your price point. So I still kind of do that, but that was very event based. And then when COVID hit and all of the weddings were postponed or canceled, I was like, well, I need to figure something out. So I made a pivot where 2 years ago in 2018, I was more introduced into the idea of subscription boxes, and I was like, oh, that would be neat to do, but how would you do that with like event planning? It's not possible. So then I was watching this kind of like how to stay in business during COVID, and kind of like everything being like rug ripped out from underneath you kind of feeling. And I was just doing an inventory of kind of what I had, and then the idea sparked of like, oh, I could start a gifting service type subscription box where, from what I've seen, no other box exists of this kind, because not only does it give you like the tangible gifts, but as a subscriber it gives them tangible gifts, but also the intangible side of like stress-free and like the joy in gifting and like wanting to do it. And then it's like spreading love and joy and making people feel appreciative and remembered, which those are all good things to spread. So I feel like if I can make that easier for people, where I take out the legwork, take out the having to run to the store, especially, or have to pay expedited shipping where there's so many unknowns, or like people who might not, like say they're a parent and they have kids and they don't know, oh, they're supposed to get this person a gift. Now you might have it on standby. So it kind of helps like feel more prepared and like proactive in all things and less of a reactive.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat just being able to provide that for people, and especially in like COVID days with social distancing and shopping, and like when are stores open and they want to wait outside in like extreme heat, because now it's like weird weather going on too. So it just kind of makes it so that the box of happiness can arrive at your doorstep or directly to a recipient's doorstep, where you don't even have to deal with shipping at that point. So I tried to do all of the hard work, and I'll even like handwrite in the card on your behalf so that it's very thoughtful, but not that much work.
There's twofold then of business. One, I could sign up for like a box where I'm getting the gifts, so I have preparation, right? Which is great. Or I can contact you and then just have you send the gift directly to whoever I need. Like, I need a mom's birthday, just whatever it is, surprise her and write this beautiful card.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh my God. Yeah. And, you know, it's funny when you were mentioning, I remember, you know, my type of mom always got like random little sale gifts. And we always had like a bin of like, in case you go to a party or you forget a gift, here's the random bin. And I tried to recreate that myself. And basically I just had a bunch of like pointless junk, quite frankly. They were not good for gifts, but I just happened to have them. And I went through it the other day and realized they were things I actually needed to use. So now I no longer have those backup gifts. And because I am terrible about going to the store, this is perfect. Just because, you know, you have good intentions, but sometimes it's not the best to execute. So,
well, it sounds like you're definitely my ideal client.
Here we are.
So, because each box I try to, if it's the like surprise part of the subscription, so I'll kind of do like, I'll announce the theme on social media and via email, and then just say like a sneak peek, and then I make it a priority to partner with small businesses as far as sourcing items and gifts, just to be able to twofold support small businesses, and also it's not something that you could just find within like 10 minutes going to like a big brand box store, where it also has that unique feeling. And then it's also like a product discovery where it's like, I just got a really neat item from my last box. It's from Wisconsin, but it's like, I might not really know about this living in California.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat. So each box has 1 to 3 gifts, kind of just depending on the theme. So you can decide, like, do you want to gift all 3, keep 1 for yourself, because sometimes if you need a little pick-me-up, like you want to enjoy this gift for yourself, or like you said, have that box of gifts where like, oh, I can just put the gifting, like gifts and wrapping supplies there, and then not have to run to the store every single time you need a gift. So then it saves you time and money and stress.
Yeah. And that leads into my next question. So how do you find the people that you partner with to put these gifts or the products that you put in your boxes?
Well, Facebook is very helpful when it comes to just like I'm in a large variety of business groups where I'll kind of, if I need certain items or have themes, I'll kind of like post in the various groups of like, oh, do you have XYZ items? Or I have a fall themed box. Like, do you have this item that I'm looking for? Or maybe even an item that I don't even realize would work really well that they have. One time on that post, I was creating a teenage boy gift box, because who knows what to buy for a teenage boy? It's probably a hard category, but I'm creating a box just for that, for the upcoming, for Christmas, if they have a teenager, like girl or boy, that they don't know what to get. And this person was like, oh, I have the perfect item for you. It's a candle that I call hipster.
Okay.
Which I was like, all right. And they sent it to me, and you smell it. And my husband was like, it smells like a teenage boy wearing too much cologne.
There you go.
Which I was like, wouldn't have thought of that. Yeah. So I definitely I tried, as far as the gifts, to just source as many little small businesses as possible, whether it's local or across the country. So I just like the aspect of supporting small businesses, and then at least 1 item per month will be a part of the subscription, and then I'll like introduce them and kind of share their products and make it so that they can connect with them as well.
Awesome. Okay.
It's really fun too, just because they also help me make my boxes better.
Right.
So for September, I didn't really know what theme to do for my box. And so then I was just thinking, I was like, oh, I could do back to school, but what is back to school these days? Like,
Right.
it's just meaning so many different things to
Yeah.
so many people. So then I was talking to a vendor, just kind of like, what could I do? And she was like, well, I can make a sign. And I was like, okay. But then just her saying that and just kind of just brainstorming ideas, I came up with the idea refresh, which I was like, that's perfect. It's like refresh your mind, body, and soul is like starting a new season. So then I just started looking for items based on that. So I had like, she made a sign that said every morning is a new beginning, which I feel like that's so good for like refreshing your mind of like, if yesterday was terrible, it had an orange sky and smoky and you had no idea what's going on, like today is a new day. And then one of my other items, which it's an eye pillow, where it's flaxseed with dried lavender, so like very like refreshing. It smells good, and I was like, well, this could also go really well. And so it was just kind of fun. Like, so I had the two businesses that had the items and just bringing it all together, and then I made like refreshing recipes that you could drink. Because I had a tumbler in there for like refreshing of like staying hydrated, and so it's really fun coming up with the themes and then just partnering with different vendors who not only have unique items but also just help me make it better by just the items that I can put in them.
Super creative. I love that. I want one of the eye things actually. So that being said, how does somebody get in contact with you, and like how do they start their order? Is it web-based, direct message? What's the best way for somebody to get started getting one of your products or boxes?
Well, since I have the word simplified in the name of my business, I do always try to make things as simple as possible. We're now almost having too many options, but like at direct message, either through Facebook or Instagram, or just at Simplified Gifting. On my website, which is simplifiedgifting.com, you can send an email through there, or Kelsey at simplifiedgifting.com. So there's a lot of different ways that I can be reached. And then if a lot of things that I try to encourage is people, like if you're looking at the website and it's like, oh, do they have a theme for someone who loves coffee? Yes. It just might not be readily available just because it might not be something that's a subscriber box. But since I do so many one-offs and there's so many different themes, like yesterday I put one together as a care kit for someone who just found out they had cancer. So kind of just like sending different messages with like thoughtfulness. So a lot of different themes, which is also the fun part as far as like creative and challenging to make it all fit. Like I found really great items and I was like, they won't fit in the box.
Yeah, right, because you are limited, right? The box is the box. Yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. You see something very cute, and it's like, well, it doesn't fit in the box, so therefore, it's not simplified gifting anymore. It's just a cool gift at that point. So that being said, too, who's your, outside of obviously myself, I'm a clear example of an ideal client who's busy. What would you classify as somebody who's an ideal client for you, either on the subscription or the one-off gifting?
I think it kind of applies for both, or because I feel like the nice part is everyone has gifting needs, whether you're in if the world's in a pandemic or not, because as we've seen, like weddings will still happen. They'll just look very different. Babies are still born, birthdays are still happening. So it's kind of like a way to still make those happen. But I think my ideal client is someone who loves gifting, like has that thoughtful part, but they just don't have time because they're busy. So busy people are my kind of people, which everyone's busy, so it kind of makes cast the net very large. So there's someone who's like busy, kind of well connected, also where they have a lot of gifting needs. Or I was so excited 2 weeks ago, someone placed an order for 9 boxes because they just had so many gifting needs in the next 2 months, and they're like, I don't even want to think about it. I was like, great, tell me like what kind of box you need, who it's for, tell me what you want to put in the card. So I like sent her a questionnaire for each box, and I just made it happen, sent her a tracking number, like, hey, your gift is on the way. And so so she's very thoughtful, but like I'm really busy, like she teaches and like adjusting to doing everything online. So thoughtful, busy, well connected. Yeah, someone was saying like with like gift giving should be their love language, where they love giving people gifts,
Yeah.
which that could definitely work because I'm giving you tools to kind of make it simple, but you can still add that personal or custom aspect. But like if I have the bag and let's say you want to do the eye pillow, but you have something else that's like a face mask or something personal that you want to add, you can also add that personal element too.
Right. So there is the ability, obviously, to add your personal touch and customize it even further if you have something. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Well, let's see. What is your personal favorite gift item?
Ooh.
Of all the fun things you've seen, what is your like, this is my absolute favorite. I loved it. Which one gets you excited?
That's the fun part too, just like working with so many different types of vendors where sometimes they'll say, oh, I have this product. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like one, it's called To Gather, but it's all about like building connections and like building relationships. And there's different themes of like family and dating, or it's like a sticker book. And so it has different stickers of like asking people questions. So very like, yeah, just strengthening relationship focused. So that was a neat item. But I'm gonna have to say this one for now because I love the fact that it can be cold, like you put it in the freezer or you put it in the microwave, and it's really cute because my 2-year-old will like put it on her face and be like, and it smells good. So like when it was in the recent box, people like when they opened it, they're like, the smell just like added so much more to the whole unboxing.
Yeah.
But it's really fun sending gifts to people and they just love it. Or if they weren't expecting it and they just feel like appreciative or thought of, and it's just neat being able to love on people in that way, and then like finding really neat gifts where I have a baby themed box and you can customize it by adding a picture to a frame.
Oh.
And I had a newborn baby that was in the frame, but the sister-in-law ordered it, so they had no idea it was coming. And then they had like a picture of their newborn baby in the box with like a book and then the like monthly stickers to put on a onesie. So it was just really fun, the surprise element when people aren't even expecting it. But it's like, oh, here's a gift and it's personalized because it has a picture of your newborn baby in it.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I love you doing this. I think it's great. I think it's an amazing pivot. I mean, this year is literally been the year of pivoting. And it sounds like, I mean, I know you love the events industry, and obviously when we come back around, we'll probably get back to that. But it sounds like you're really passionate about this and excited about what you're doing. And I think it's great. I'm honestly thinking of all the people I could have sent gifts to maybe you weren't open yet, so I'm going to give myself a pass. It wasn't happening, so I didn't know
You
about
have a pass.
Yeah, I have a pass on that. But, it's like when you get those little, like, even swag items from vendors or something, and you're like, oh, this is amazing, and you feel so special getting it. And it's like, why not be able to spread that joy? And I've heard through Facebook that people are doing, like, this random gifting where, like, you sign up and you exchange addresses with random people and just, like, randomly surprise them. And I think it's more of, like, a drive-by drop-off thing. But it's like, I'm thinking, right, no, like, it's just like a random like thing that people are doing. But I think it makes me think of this where it's like, I have actual addresses for friends, and how cute would that be to just send them, flowers are nice, and I like flowers, but they die eventually. And it's like, it only lasts so long. But, sending them something that's cute and tangible and without having to think about it, I think that this is amazing. This is spot on. This is fantastic.
Thank you. My favorite quote from what I've heard from one of my subscribers, she was like, this is amazing. You make me feel so, like, look so thoughtful without having to put any thought into it.
Yes. Yes. That's perfect.
That's the goal. So it's kind of nice too, because I know like with gifting, there's so much flexibility of like, well, I don't have a gifting need every single month, but I have like 17 in the span of 2 months and nothing else. So I kind of do have that flexibility with people who are interested in getting gifts, where it's like you would just fill out a questionnaire for the box and who it's for, like the address and what you want the message to be. So you can even like, sounds weird to do like clump gifting of like get it all, like have it all done at once, and then you don't even have to think about it again until you get a thank you from a very happy person.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think this is fantastic. And if you're watching and you're interested, drop a comment, drop a yes, I want a subscription, or yes, I need to get a gift, because that is important to know. And of course, we will post at the very end of the video how to contact Kelsey, her website, but definitely check out Simplified Gifting. Go look at it, go find your gifts. And, you know, if you know somebody who maybe makes a product that you think would be great, or if you're watching and you have a great product, you know, find her on Facebook or send her a message through the website. You know, whatever it is, why not expose it and help expand and cross-reference this group of entrepreneurs. So I think it's awesome, Kelsey. I love this. I'm so glad we did this interview, because not only did I learn more, but we can share it with other people so they can learn more. And I actually do need like a Mother's birthday gift. So I'm checking out the website as soon as we get off of here, so that I can see what we got, and maybe I can be more proficient in lining up my gifts moving forward.
And remember, if you're looking at the website and you don't see exactly what you feel like you would want, let me know. I can definitely make things happen for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time. And any final words? Anything you want to wrap up with for anybody?
No, it's kind of fun. Once you become a subscriber, I have an exclusive gifters group on Facebook. There's people like you can have an input on what happens for future boxes and themes and all that. So it's just a really fun community that I'm trying to create that is stress-free and enjoyable.
And how do they find you on Facebook?
At just Simplified Gifting, or at Simplified Gifting, no spaces or anything, trying to make it simple.
I know. Perfect. Well, thank you, Kelsey. I appreciate you spending the time to interview with us, and look forward to having some of my gifts come. Thank you.
Yeah, I look forward to working with you.
Absolutely.